When you draw different graphs in mathematics, there's one technique that works all the time, and that technique is called the table method, which basically means you pick a few x values and you feed it into the equation of the graph, and you plot the points according to the y value that you get out as an answer, your input and your output variables. You plot the points and that's it. Now when we take a look at this graph, y is equal to 2 to the power of x, that is slightly different from any other type of graph because the input variable is in the exponent. It's not the same as y is equal to 2x, where you've got, for instance, a straight line graph. This is y is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now that 2 can be anything. It can be a fraction, or it can be a whole number, but it cannot be a negative number. It can never be a negative number for the exponential graph. It has to be positive, but it could be a fraction or it could be a whole number. In this lesson, we will be taking a look at what happens to the graph when that becomes a fraction. So what's the difference in the shape of the graph when you've got a whole number or a fraction number as the base? And we will take a look at the table method specifically to draw this graph. But it's all about understanding the y-intercept. And the y-intercept comes from the fact that that exponent can be made 0. At the y-intercept, x is equal to 0. And that has a specific property for exponential graphs. Now obviously, there will be values for y that cannot be negative. So y will always be positive in the exponential graph, except if the whole graph moves up and down. That will come later. For now, we just need to take a look at where is that line that the graph will never touch. We call that the asymptote. And where is the y-intercept of the graphs according to different base numbers or different natures of base numbers. What is the shape of the two graphs? And once you understand that, from there you can then basically take the graph and move it up and down, left and right, according to different transformations. But this lesson specifically is just to understand what is the impact of the base number, if it's a fraction or a whole number, and where is the asymptote accordingly.